But you, I don't want to make you uncomfortable again, but you're a squeaky clean comic. And would you ever have a guy go on before you and he's just doing a whole bit about skull fucking or something?
Dennis, my brother Dennis.
Oh, really?
When I first started, I thought the philosophy was you should learn to follow anything. So I never requested to work with clean comedians. You know, it's like whatever I followed, and I would just do my best. But then it got to the point where sometimes people were coming out specifically to see me.
Yeah.
And they liked the fact that it was clean. So then I felt awkward having somebody go before me who's filthy when that's not necessarily what these people came out to see.
That's fair.
So I would want clean acts in front of me, but I never wanted to censor anybody. So I would always tell the club, book somebody who's already clean. You know, like I don't want you to book somebody who doesn't like to work that way and then tell them the night they show up, hey, you got to work clean tonight, because I didn't want to do that. So I wanted clubs to book clean acts in front of me, but sometimes the clubs would just book anybody, and then that night they would tell them. And I could tell some guys would go on stage with a chip on their shoulder because they were told 15 minutes before the show started that they're supposed to work clean. And I'm like, well, that's not what I asked for.
Right.
He's trying to work a clean bukkake joke. He's like, let me just fucking
yeah.
I could say this instead of that.
Yeah.
What was your reasoning for going clean? I mean, it's like it's such a smart choice when you're starting out, but like I wish I had that inclination.
It's a difficult
sometimes.
choice.
Yeah, it's way harder to churn out material like you do clean.
Yeah.
It was never. When I first started, I wasn't completely clean, but I was always 95% clean just because that's how I think comedically.
Come on. Everybody thinks buttholes are funny and blowjobs.
Exactly.
You never had a blowjob joke where you're like, oh.
No, I did. I'm saying I was 95% clean. I had 5% of my act was, dirty stuff. And the reason I went 100% was just because of being meticulous, not because of – it wasn't like a statement like, wow, I think clean is better. I'm like, I wonder what it would feel like to just do a whole show without saying certain words or going in certain directions because I enjoy it as a challenge, for the fun of it, see how hard I can get people laughing without this, that, or the other. And I just started enjoying it. But it was never I never did it to get a larger following or, but it does happen to have that benefit.
Yeah.
But that's not why I did it.
Well, Seinfeld said a similar thing. He basically said, I had a joke where I said fuck before the punchline. It would kill. One day I said, let me take the fuck out, and it didn't kill. And he's like, well, I'm a fraud. And then let me just see if I can keep going that way. Because then I'll have to actually make the joke funny instead of using the fuck. And I totally respect that.
Dennis Wolfberg, great comedian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Used to have a joke in his act where he was a teacher before he became a comedian, and he said that his name is Wolfberg, and he would have students yell out, hey, wolf shit. And that was the punchline. And he would go, no, it's Wolfberg. He had a very weird delivery.
Yeah.
And then he did that joke on The Tonight Show, and he couldn't say wolf shit. He changed it to wolf butt. I saw him do the show on The Tonight Show. He said wolf butt instead of wolf shit, and it didn't get a laugh. And I saw the look in his eyes like, that's supposed to kill.
Whoa.
And that was another reason at the time where I was like, I don't ever want to get to a point where I can't take anything that I do and not put it on TV, like if I got lucky enough to do TV spots.
Totally.
So that was another reason why I decided to go clean.
Another good reason. Norm Macdonald says clean comedy is more impressive. That's just his opinion.
Well, Norm Macdonald is a genius.
Yeah.
It's harder.
I try not to go that far with it because there are plenty of comedians out there who are dirty or blue or whatever you want to call it, who I think are brilliant.
Totally.
So to me, it's just different. It's not better. It's just different. It's a different way of doing comedy.
Yeah, we have genres in music. We have genres in comedy,
exactly.
right?